All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Chart Addicts. I'm Pip Stradamus. I'm going to be going through a quick recap of today. Today's Wednesday, May 1st, 2019. We're going to go through a market recap since the market closed. I'm going to go through the pairs that we posted in the Telegram chat, and I'm going to show you guys how those are running and maybe some potential setups for tomorrow. So let's start off with CAD JPY. We had this beautiful harmonic. Then it came down to do a double touch. We called a buy off of this dotted black line. And then now I expected it to come back up here in this range, but the news made it drop back to down here. So then we can just expect this to keep ranging until it breaks either this bottom dotted line, breaks to the downside, or breaks to the top with a retest, and we can sort of buy it up to the upside. Euro JPY, same thing. We had a strong bullish move after a long bearish drive. So this could be a retracement, so we can catch more lows. Oh, let me remove these. And same thing, guys, when FOMC news released, Japan actually saw a huge spike up. And so the Euro JPY pairs, so whatever pairs was denominated by JPY in the denominator, then you would see a drop. That's kind of what we saw here. We saw a double bottom right here. So this thing could have been a retest off of this high. So we can keep seeing more bullish action, guys. And I don't really see a sell until somewhere up here. If you draw Fibonacci from the top of this range, the bottom, I would say around where this yellow line is, where the 618 or the 71. So we can see some more bullish momentum before we sell off, kind of like a reversal somewhere up here. So GBP, JPY, we're heavily focused on the JPY pairs. We have a target zone of, it's up here at the 146 key psychological level. And so this is what we see here. We have a nice retracement to the last lows, which is this consolidation box. And we're going to keep driving up into this zone, maybe consolidate in the zone before we have a huge drop off. USD CAD. Let me just remove some of this mess, guys. So we sent out the second setup, and the second setup had a bullish drive off of this zone right here, which was a key resistance zone, guys. You guys can see where the market became support, turned resistance, 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 support, support, where this thing climbed back over. And then as soon as we came back down here, guys, we knew that this was a buy zone. So it's one of the probably the most clear trades of the week. So if you caught this trade, congratulate yourself. Now we have a double top, so this thing could be due either for a reversal or retracement. I'm already out of this trade. US dollar, this was crazy, guys. We can see the FOMC speech, huge, huge, huge win for the US dollar. Everything came back up to the upside, but it was it still rejected off the 97.7. So we can see if this is just a retracement before we have a continuation of the bearish drive, or we can see if it climbs back above here and the dollar starts to catch more strength as the week goes by. That FOMC news really hit the market in a good way because they didn't announce any new rate hikes. They also said that they weren't going to lower the interest rates, so it was neutral, which is usually good for investors because they don't like a lot of variability. All right, guys, we have Euro USD right here. We've been making huge bullish drives, came up to this last zone, this last sell zone, and then came back to retest the 50% Fibonacci. So we can see a continuation off the 50% Fibonacci since it rejected, and maybe a continuation to the upside, because I don't think this is done with its upside move. Let's see. We'll draw Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, and it looks like it just retested the 71%, and now it's on a bearish drive. So yeah, guys, this looks like it's bearish because of the rejection off the 71% Fibonacci right here, and even tapped the 78% Fibonacci right here. So this thing could continue to the downside. And let me move some of these old markers out of the way. And if it breaks below this black line, which is 1.17, 1.18 around this region, guys, we can see some bearish momentum. GBP AUD, guys. This was by far my favorite trade of the whole week because we caught over 300 pips on this, and I was really excited about this. This was really, really simple. Break, long bullish drive to take us into the new highs. We had this like really slow release of funds right here. And this is kind of where markets like to, you know, what do they like to call it? They liquidate orders. in a really slow fashion before they buy it up at a really low price. Because the banks, they want the price down here, guys. They want the price down here, so when they buy it up, they get the best possible win out of it. And so they'll try to drive the price down here through selling, selling, selling. Once it gets down to previous lows and it rejects, then you have a strong rejection. And then we just rode this wave up. Yeah, this thing's got a long way to go. This would be the last swing high on the daily. And then maybe another support turn resistance right here. Support turn resistance at the 1.86 psychological. So yeah, we could probably start to see some rejection, if not some bearish movement. It's already starting to reject from what I can see. So maybe a nice sell-off coming through. It would have to break these zones. So target 1 would be right here. And if it breaks below this, guys, we can see where it goes next. We can see if it wants to keep dropping. We can at least get, how many pips is this? We can at least get a good 50 or 60 pips out of this move if it does retrace down here. So these are kind of the pairs that we're looking at, guys. EuroCAD. What is EuroCAD doing? I don't think we called a trade setup for this, but this is what this is doing, guys. Boom, boom, boom. So, I don't know what happened, guys, but essentially this thing is retesting this line before we sell it off, and I'm actually going to call this trade in the chat. And then GBP CAD. GBP CAD, guys, we caught this buy early in the morning. Break and retest, nothing fancy. Break and retest of this consolidation zone. Strong break, strong retest. A lot of slowdown right here, guys. You guys see this wedge? A lot of slowdown right here, a lot of slowdown, and then it kept retouching. So it was an easy, easy, easy buy. Now we're going to retrace. And to catch these retracements, guys, don't forget to draw your Fibonacci retracements. And okay, it's at the 38.2, so we can see some stoppage right here. Or if it keeps dropping down to the 618 or the 50%, then we can see a continuation, guys. So we'll see how this plays out. Right now, I think EuroCAD, or was it GBP AUD? Yeah, EuroCAD is looking really nice. Break and retest of this zone looks like a nice sell. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session, guys. This was a quick recap. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are not in the Chart Addicts chat, make sure you guys contact me personally so we can get you guys in there and we can get you guys involved in the setups. If anybody has any questions, please don't be afraid to message us. Find us on social media. Find us on Instagram at ChartAddicts. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week.